subjective maths. Okay, chapter first, fish tail. Okay, at last period we discussed up to page number 11. Okay, so open page number 12. Open page number 12. I can read. Listen. Question number 4. Bashir has Rs 100. He spent 1/4. He spent 1/4. 1/4 means 1/4. Okay. Of the money on squid and another 3/4 on prawns. C. And they can ask questions. How many kilograms of squid did they buy? First of all, C. Bashir has Rs 100. He spent 1/4. In that 100 rupees, 1/4 he can spend on squid and 3/4 on prawns. First of all, we can find this and then we can go for next questions. Okay, see. He can spend total 100 rupees. Okay, in that 1/4. In that 100 rupees, he can spend 1/4 on squid. Okay, so we have to find this 1/4. 1/4 means how many rupees? 1/4 of 100 means how many rupees? We can find that. Okay, see how to find this. This is he can spend total 100 rupees. Okay, in that 100 rupees we can find 1/4. 1/4 means for that 100 you can this 100 you can divide in 4 equal parts. And in that 4 equal parts, you can take 1. That is called 1/4. Okay. By calculation, how to find this? See, this is 100 multiplied by 1/4. Multiplied by 1/4. Okay. Solve this, you will get answer. Otherwise, divide 100 by 4. Okay. 100 divided by 4. Do this, you will get answer. Okay. See how to solve this example. See 100. Okay, here denominator is 1. You know. Okay, so you can multiply numerator and denominator and denominator. 100 multiplied by 1 means 100 and divided by 1 multiplied by 4. 1 multiplied by 4 means 4 means 100 divided by 4. Okay, you can do this division at the rough page. Otherwise, you can do orally. Okay, I will do here. 100 divided by 4. Okay, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so 12 is the greater number, and 12 is the greater number. So we cannot take that 12. So 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. So 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2, correct, and take this 0 down, now become 20. Okay, therefore you can say the table of 4 up to 20. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20. 4 5s are 20. So you can write here 5 and here 20. Subtract, remainder is 0 and your answer is 25. So write this answer here, means 25 rupees. He can spend 25 rupees on squid fish. Okay, and 3/4 on prawns. He spent 3/4. I can write directly in numbers. 3/4 means 3/4. 3/4 means 3/4 on prawns. Okay. So how much rupees he can Spain, we can find that. Okay, how to find this? See, I will do here. There are total 100 rupees. Okay, multiplied by 3 upon 4. Okay, otherwise the total he can spend 100 rupees. Okay, in that 25 for squid. So how many are remaining? 75. But you can find this by calculation. See, here also you can do multiplication. Here denominator is 1, you know, okay. We have to multiply numerator and denominator. 100 multiplied by 3, 100 multiplied. How to do this multiplication? Only you can multiply 1 and 3. 3 ones are 3 and write this 20 means your answer is 300. And 1 multiplied by 4. 1 multiplied by 4 means 4. Means you can divide 300 by 4. Do this division. 300 divided by 4. Okay. Say the table of 4. Table of 4 up to first 3. Digit 3 is smaller than 4. Okay. So we can take first 2 digits. Okay. So say the table of 4. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 6. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. 4 6s are 24. 4 7s are 28. 4 7s are 28. So I will write here 7 and here 28. Okay. So 30 minus 28 means your remainder is 2. Okay. Take this 0 down. Take this 0 here and say the table of 4 up to 20. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 5s are 20. So write here 5 and here 20. Remainder is 0 and your answer is 75. So write this 75 here. Means 3/4 means 75 rupees and 1/4 means 25 rupees. 1/4 means 25 and 3/4 means 75 rupees. Okay. So see, they can use us 2 questions. How many kilograms of squid did he buy? What is the rate of squid? See on the back page. Okay. What is the rate of squid? 50 rupees a kg. A kg means per kg. Means 1 kg. You can pay 50 rupees. Okay. So here you can pay 25. Means in 25 how much kg we will get? He will get half kg. Why? Because for 1 kg, what is the rate? 50 rupees. And he can spend only 25 rupees. 25 is the half of 50. So in that 25 rupees, he will get half kg. He will get half kg squares. Understand? And first answer. Second question. How many kilograms of prawns did he buy? Okay, what is the rate of prawns? See on the back page. For prawns, the rate is 150 per kg. 150 per kg means for 1 kg. Okay, and he can spend 3 upon 4 means only 75 rupees. Here also same. The rate is 150 and he can spend half means 75. 75 is the half of 150 means in that 75 rupees he can buy only half kg of prawns. He can buy only half kg of prawns. Okay. See this next. You can do this. Try saying this fast. Here is the tongue twister. Repeat it fast. Sea sails on the seashore. She is the sure that the shells that she sails will be there no more. You can try this. You can read this fastly. Then when sails and shells, these are similar words. So you can, when you have to read that fast, then we will read sails like shell or sails like sail. Okay. Next point. See this next point. Women's Minka Bank. Okay, the meeting of the Minka Bank has just began. Fazila is the president. 20 fisherwomen have made their own bank. 20 fisherwomen have made their own bank. Each save Rs 25 rupees. Rs 25 every month and put it in the bank. Okay, they can ask us two questions. First question, how much money does the group collected each month? How many women are there? There are 20 women. 20 fisher women are there. Okay, and each woman will save 25 rupees and put it in the bank. So every month. Okay, so for 1 month, they collected how much money? There are 20 women, so I will write here 20, and each woman will save 25 rupees, so I will write here 25, and we have to multiply these two numbers. Why? There are 20 women and each woman will save 25 rupees every month. Okay, so we will do this multiplication and find the answer. How to find this answer? We can find this orally. How to find? See this. Multiply only these two numbers, 25 and 2. Okay, 25 multiplied by 2. Okay, see, 2 5s are 10, right here 0, 1 carry, 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5. Means your answer is 50. Okay, and this 0 is remaining. So write this 0 here. Means 500 rupees. Okay, so answer of that first question is 500 rupees. How much money does the group collected each month? In each month they can collect 500 rupees. Second question, how much money will be collected in 10 years? In 1 month they can collect 500 rupees. First, okay, and they can ask for 10 years. They can ask for 10 years. First of all, therefore, we have to find for 1 year first. Okay, in 1 year, they collected. See, in 1 month they can collect 500. Okay. And in 1 year, how many months are there? 12 months. So I will write here 12. And in 1 month, they can collect 500 rupees. So I will write here 500 and do their multiplication. When we have to do this multiplication, we will get answer. See, this is simple multiplication. You can multiply this 12 and 5. Okay? See, 12 5s are 12 1s are 12, 12 2s are 24, 12 3s are 36, 12 4s are 48, 12 5s are 16. So write this 16 and 2 zeros right here. Means 6,000 rupees. In 1 year they can collect 6,000 rupees. In 1 year they can collect 6,000 rupees, and they can, in that question they can ask for 10 years. In 10 years, how to find for 10 years? You can write here 10. In 1 year they can collect 6,000. So write here 6,000. See, once again, in 10 years we can find. In 10 years, for 1 year they can collect 6,000, and we can find for 10 years. So you can multiply 10 multiplied by 6,000. So do this multiplication, then you will get answer. See, only you can multiply these two numbers, 1 and 6. 1 6 or 6 1s are 6. How many zeros are there? 1 2 3 4. Write this 1 2 3 4 means 60,000 rupees they can collect it in 10 years. They can collect it in 10 years. Okay. Next, practice time. Gracie needs money to buy a net. Jancy and her sister want to buy a logboat. So they take a loan from their bank. They will return it with interest. Okay, see, in that question A, Gracie took a loan of Arias 4,000 rupees. Gracie took a loan of 400 rupees. She paid back Arias 345 every month. Every month for 1 year. She can pay that loan by installation. Okay, for every month. For every month she can pay 345 rupees. Okay. So our question is, how much money did she pay back to the bank? Okay, see, in 1 month she paid 345 rupees. In 1 month she can pay 345 rupees, and this installation she can pay for whole year. Okay, so in 1 year she pay is equals to, in 1 month she can pay 345, and in 1 year how many months are there? 12. So multiplied by 12. Okay. When you have to multiply these two numbers, you will get answer. Okay. Do this multiplication and find the answer. Okay. Last question. Question B. Jancy and her sister took a loan of Arias 21,000 rupees. 21,000 rupees to buy a logboat. They pay back the total of Arias 23,520 rupees in 1 year. How much did they pay back every month? Okay, see. He paid back the total amount. What is the total amount? He can pay back total amount is 23,520, and they can ask us one question: how much did they pay back every month? Means for 1 month, how much they can pay? See, for how to find this answer? For 1 month, they pay is equals to, this is the total amount they can pay. Okay, that is 23,520. Okay, this 23,520, this amount we can divide in 12 parts. Why? Because this loan they can pay in whole year. Means in 1 year there are 12 months. So you can divide this amount by 12. And when you have to do this division, you will get answer. Okay, that answer means what? That amount you can pay for 1 month. Okay, do this division and you will get answer. Okay, and remaining part we can see on the next period. Okay, thank you students. Hello students, I am Deepak sir, and today we have to study standard 5th math chapter 1st, the fish tail. At the last period we discussed the page number 12, that is women's winker bag. Okay, so students, open page number 13. Open page number 13. I can read, listen carefully. Earlier, women did not go on the boat to fish, but now Jansi and some other are going on the boat during the day. Things are changing now, and their bank helps them. They have also got a special bus to take their buckets full to fish. Next, why don't we start a new fish drying factory? They are start new factory. Okay. The women of Winker Bank also want to start a factory to dry fish. The panchayat has given them some land for that factory. Okay. Over the years, they have saved Rs 74,000. They find out how much they will need for the factory. Fazila writes the thing they need to buy to begin. See the table for the cost of each item and the number of items they want to buy. Find the total cost. We have to find the total cost. Open page number 14. Next page. Okay. On this page they can use us one chart. See this chart. Okay. I will write this chart on the blackboard. See this table. Okay. In this table they can use us item, price of each. In third column they can use number of items, and here we can find the cost. See which item they can need. Bore well for fresh water. Second one, bamboo rack for fish drying. Third one, cement tank. Fourth one, tray and knife. And last one, buckets. Okay. Bore well for fresh water. Okay. The price for that is 3,000. That is 3,000. And number of items means how much they can require. That is 1. Okay. So when we have to find the total cost for this first item, how to find that first cost? You can multiply these two numbers. Why? Because for each the cost is 3,000, and how many items they can require? Only 1. So you can multiply here 3,000 multiplied by 1 means your answer is 3,000 multiplied by 1 means correct 3,000 rupees. Okay. See second one, bamboo rack for fish drying. Okay. For one bamboo rack that cost is 2,000 rupees. For one bamboo rack the cost is 2,000 rupees. And how many items they can require? Such 20 racks they can require. Such 20 racks they can require. So when we have to find this total cost, you can multiply these two numbers. Means 2,000 multiplied by 20. 2,000 multiplied by 20. This is multiplication is very easy. Okay. See, you can multiply only these 2 and 2. 2 2s are 4. Write here answer 4. How many zeros are there? Come 1, 2, 3 and 4. So write 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So your cost is 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. Okay, next cement tank. Okay, cement tank. For one cement tank, and the price is 1,000 rupees. The price is 1,000 rupees. And so, how many items they can require? How many tanks they can require? 4 cement tanks they can require. So we can find the total cost. So you can multiply these two numbers. 1,000 multiplied by 4. 1,000 multiplied by 4. How to do this multiplication? You can multiply only 1 and 4. Okay, 1 into 4. 4. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. So write 3 zeros. Means 4,000. Okay. This one, fourth one. Tray and knife. Okay. For one tray and knife, they get the price is 300 rupees. Okay. And such 20 items they can require. 20 items they can require. So you can multiply these two in 300 multiplied by 20. Okay. This is simple multiplication. I will multiply 3 and 2. 3 2s are 6. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3. Write 3 zeros. Is 6,000 rupees. And last one, buckets. For one bucket, the price is 75. And such 20 buckets they can require. So multiply these two numbers. 75 multiplied by 20. Okay. Only you can multiply this 75 and 2. Okay, see, I will do here 75 multiplied by 2. Okay, 5 2s are 10, write here 0, 1 carry, 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 1, 15, means 150. So I will write this 150. And how many zeros are there? Only 1 0 is here. So I will write here 1 0. Means 1,500. That is your last answer. Okay. So, here in the last column we can find the total cost. Okay. At last they can tell us, see, our question is the total cost to set the factory. Okay. For set the factory they can require such items and their cost. Okay, we can find here. First one is 3,000, second one is 40,000, 4,000, 6,000 and 1,500. Okay. When we have to add this all, listen, when we have to add this all, we will get the total cost to set the factory. When we have to add this all, then we will get the total cost to set the factory. So you can do this addition. You can add all the numbers. You can add all the numbers and find total cost. All of you understood what we do? You can add all the numbers and find the total cost to set that factory. Understood? We can go next. When fresh fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 its weight. Okay? I can rub this. Can read, listen. When fresh fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 its weight. 1/3. Tell me what is the meaning of 1/3? 1/3 means what? Such equal 3 groups are there. Equal 3 groups are there. Okay. These are 3 equal groups. Okay. And 1/3 means what? 1/3 means what? In that 3 groups, we can take only one part. Only one part. Okay. Means what? When we have to take 3 kg of fish, when we have to take 3 kg fresh fish, then when we have to dry that fish, we will get only 1 kg. 1 kg dry fish. 1 kg dry fish. Okay, that is called 1 upon 3. Means in that 3 part we will get 1 part. Okay. See, in 1 month. In 1 month, they plan to dry 6,000 kg of fresh fish. 6,000 kg of fresh fish. And at second, they can ask us one question: how much dry fish will they get in the month? Okay, they can take 6,000 kg of fresh fish. Okay, and in that 6,000 kg fresh fish, they will get only 1 upon 3 part. Only 1 upon 3 part dry fish. Okay. So when we have to find that answer, how to find? See, they can buy 6,000 kg of fresh fish. Okay. In that they can get 1 upon 3. In that they can get 1 upon 3. So I can multiply that 1 upon 3 by 6,000. And we have to find the answer. See how to find the answer. Okay, you can multiply. See, here numerator is 1 and here numerator is 1 and here 3. Here numerator is 6,000 and denominator is 1. So you can multiply numerator and denominator. 6,000 into 1, that is 6,000. Okay, and 3 into 1, 3. Means you can divide 6,000 by 3. Then you will get answer. Okay, that is very simple. Okay, I can solve easily. See, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. See, once again I can repeat. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. And therefore I will write it 2. And how many zeros are there? 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Means your answer is 2,000 kg. Our answer is 2,000 kg. Means how much dry fish will they get in the month? In that month they will get 2,000 kg of dry fish. Okay, understood? Next, Toroma. Let us calculate for 6 kg of fresh fish. 6 kg of fresh fish. For that they can give us rate. We buy fresh fish for Rs 15 rupees. Fresh fish. 15 rupees per kg. That is called per kg. Per kg means for 1 kg. They can pay 15 rupees for fresh fish. Okay. We sell dry fish for 70 rupees per kg. When they can sell that dry fish, and that rate is 70 rupees per kg. That rate is 70 rupees per kg. Okay, means for 1 kg. What is the rate of dry fish for 1 kg? That is 70 rupees. Next I can read, listen. We dry 6 kg fresh fish to get 2 kg. We know when we have to dry 6 kg of fresh fish. When we have to dry 6 kg fresh fish, then we will get 2 kg. Why? See, when we have to take 3 kg of fresh fish, then we will get 1 kg of dry fish. Then we can double this. That is 6 kg fresh fish. Then we will get 2 kg dry fish. That is very simple answer. Okay. So your first answer is 2 kg dry fish. We dry 6 kg fresh fish to get 2 kg dry fish. Okay. Next I can read. Listen. For 6 kg fresh fish, we have to pay. What is the rate of 1 kg of fresh fish? That is 15 rupees. 1 kg of fresh fish, that rate is 15 rupees, and they can buy 6 kg. So when you have to find this, you can multiply 6 into 15. Why? Because that rate is 15 for 1 kg and they can buy 6 kg. So you can multiply these two. Okay, 15 6 are 90. They can give us answer there. Okay, so you can only write the 15. Okay. Next question. Next, we will sell 2 kg dried fish and get. Okay, see, when they are selling 2 kg of dry fish. Okay, when they are selling 2 kg of dry fish, the rate of that dry fish is 70 rupees. So you can multiply this 2 by 70 and your answer is 140 rupees. 140 rupees. Okay. Next one. So if we dry 6 kg fresh fish, we will earn. See. So if we dry 6 kg of fresh fish, 6 kg fresh fish, when they can sell that 6 kg dry fish, when that 6 kg fresh fish, okay, they will get 2 kg of dry fish, okay, and when they can sell that 2 kg of dry fish, they will get 140 rupees. That is correct. When they can sell that 2 kg of dry fish, they will get 140 rupees, and when they can buy 6 kg fresh fish, they can pay 90 rupees. Here we will write the answer. When they can buy 6 kg of fresh fish, they pay 90 rupees, and when they can sell that, they can earn 140 rupees. So I can minus here 140 minus 90, means your answer is 50 rupees. Your answer is 50 rupees. 140 minus 90 means 50 rupees. Means when they can buy 6 kg of fresh fish, they can earn 50 rupees only. Okay. And our next question is, but if we dry 6,000 kg, we can earn RS multiplied by 1000. Okay. When they can earn 6 kg, when they can buy 6 kg of fresh fish, they will earn 50 rupees. Okay. And when they can earn 6,000, we can multiply this 50 by 1000. Okay. So your answer is 50,000 rupees. When they can buy 6,000 kg fresh fish, and then they can dry that fish and they can sell, and they can earn 50,000 rupees. All of you understood this? Page number 13 and 14. So you can we can stop here. Okay, you can solve all the question answers in your notebook. Okay, thank you, students. Hello students, I am Deepak sir, and today we have to study standard 5th maths chapter 1, the fish tail. Okay, at last period we discussed the page number 14. Okay, and on the page number 14 we have to see the last question. But we are dry 6,000 kg. 6,000 kg we can earn RS 50 multiplied by 1000 means 50,000 rupees. Okay, by using that 6,000 kg of fresh fish, they can earn 50,000 rupees. Okay, so today we can see page number 15. So open page number 15. I can read. Listen carefully. They are all very happy with this plan. The group can make profit, and each woman can get a salary for the work she does. Jansi, I found that for 6,000 kg fresh fish, we would need 1,500 kg salt every month. For every month, they can require 1,500 kg salt for that dry fish. Okay. that salt, the price is Rs2 per kg, means for 1 kg that is 2 rupees. Okay. Monthly cost means in 1 month how they can pay for that salt. See, first one is salt. Okay, in 1 month they can require 1,500. In 1 month they can require 1,500 kg of salt. Okay, and that cost is 2 rupees. And that cost is 2 rupees. So I will multiply by 2. Okay, so your answer is, you can multiply these two numbers, 15 and 2. 15 2s are 30. So I will write here 30. Okay, how many zeros? 2. Means your answer is 3,000 rupees. Means for in 1 month they can pay 3,000 rupees for salt. 3,000 rupees for salt. Second one, B, packing and bus charges. B, packing and bus charge. Packing and bus charge. What is the packing and bus charge? That is 3,000 rupees. That is also 3,000 rupees. Packing and bus charge, that is 3,000 rupees. Okay. So next, so that the total monthly cost for of drying and selling the fresh fish, that is, when we have to find the total cost. Okay. That in that cost, first they can pay for salt, and in that second they can pay for packing and bus charge. These two they can pay monthly. Okay. So when we have to find the total cost, what we do? We can add these two. We can add these two. Means 3,000 plus 3,000 is, that is 6,000 rupees. Okay. They can earn 50,000, but monthly they can pay 6,000 rupees. Why? First one is for salt and second one is for salt and bus charge. Okay, so next see, Fazila, that sounds very good. Our calculation tells us that every month our bank will earn Rs 44,000 rupees. Rs 44,000. I will write here. 44,000 rupees. How? Here they can earn 50,000, but every month they can pay 6,000 rupees for 6,000 rupees. In that 6,000 rupees plus 3,000 rupees for salt and bus and packing charges, that is 3,000. Means total 6,000. Means in that 50,000, see, in that 50,000, when we have to subtract this 6,000, when we have to subtract that 6,000, we will get this 44,000 rupees. Means that these women can earn monthly 44,000 rupees. These all women can earn 44,000 rupees monthly. Okay. Check to see if you also get the same answer. Correct. Our answer is same. Okay. 44,000. Last part. Find out. This is for you. Okay. You can find this. They can tell us songs sung by fishermen and are beautiful. Find out about the words and tunes for such songs. Okay. On your mobile you can search fishermen's songs. Okay, you can get many songs, see their tunes, words. Okay, this is activity for you. All of you understood? Our first chapter is over here. Okay, in this chapter, I can rub this on. In short, we have to see. In this chapter, what we see? In this chapter, we have to see the conversion of units. First, units. Okay, which units we have to see? Meter. Okay, meter, centimeter, kilometer, and kg. Kg means kilogram. These units we have to see in this chapter. Okay. Also we have to see the conversions. Means what? 1 meter. Okay. So see, 1000 meter. 1000 meter means what? 1 kilometer. 1000 meter means 1 kilometer. That is 1 kilometer. Usually we have to see like this. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay. And tell me the next one. 1 kg. 1 kg means kilogram. 1 kg means how many grams are there? GM means gram. In 1 kg how many grams are there? 1000 grams. This is same as kilometer and kg. These are two same. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. Okay. And different in centimeter. Okay. See, in 1 meter, how many centimeters are there? In 1 meter, 100 centimeters are there. In 1 meter, how many centimeters are there? 100 centimeters. Also tell me, in 1 centimeter, how many millimeters are there? Use your scale to find this answer. Okay. On your scale, there is they can use us 1 to 3 number. Okay. And in that 1 to 2, in that 2 numbers, how many lines are there? 10 lines are there. So 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Mm means millimeter. All of you understood these conversions? Okay. This point we have to see in this in that first lesson. Okay. Also we have to see the addition of numbers, multiplication of numbers, okay, division of numbers, subtraction of numbers. Also we have to see the fractions. Which fractions? 1 upon 2 kg. 1 upon 2 kg means that is called half. That is called half. 1 upon 2 means what? There are 2 parts in that 1 part. There are 2 parts. 2 parts means, see, this is half kg, this is half kg. Okay. This is half is 1 kg. Okay. And in that 1 kg we can take only 1, means half kg. Okay. This is called 1 upon 2. Also, we have to see the next fraction 1 upon 3 at last part. 1 upon 3 kg. 1 upon 3 means what? 1 upon 3 means what? There are 3 equal parts. In that we can take 1 part. In that 3 equal parts, we can take 1 equal part. That is called 1 upon 3. Also, 3 upon 4 means what? 3 upon 4. That is simple. There are 4 equal parts. In that you can take 3. You see, this is one circle. Okay, this circle we can divide in 4 equal parts. These are 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that 4 equal parts, we can take only 1 part. That is, sorry, 3 upon 4 means we can take in that 4 3 parts. In that 4 equal parts, you can take 3. That is called 1 upon 3. And last one, 1 upon 4. That is simple. 1 upon 4 means there is one circle. This circle you can divide in 4 equal parts. And in that you can take 1. That is called 1 upon 4. Okay. This all we have to see we have to solve in this chapter. Okay. So all of you understood this chapter. Okay. Any remaining questions are there? You can solve this all question answers, and any related problem you can call me. Otherwise you can message me. Okay. Thank you, students.